What's up, everybody? Young Badman back again with yet another deck profile. Today, playing one of my favorite leaders, Galactic Frieza. He's got the skill to untap your battle cards at the end of your turn, and this is so you can protect them and get more value out of them. So that's what I'm doing with this deck here. I'm using the untap ability so I can get a lot of value out of the battle cards in this deck by attacking with the most components. So let's go over the deck. Alright, so one reason why we play Frieza is Cold Bloodlust. I'm running 3 of these. It has the skill to negate an opponent's battle card skill as they play it, and it's really good. That's one reason you run Frieza. Not a lot of people running yellow right now, so they forget that this card exists, but it definitely does. And so does Shigesh. This is our super combo. We're running 4 because I'm just gonna assume my opponent doesn't run Cronoa because everyone's running blue leader, so that's why I'm playing 4 of them. And he's got the ability to bring Saiyan with the energy cost 3 or less from my hand into the battle area. Without paying the cost, it's completely free. It's absurd. So, alright, let's get on with the rest of the deck. I'm gonna go over the deck's engine. This is a Bardock and Goten swap deck. So I gotta run 3 Successor of Hope. It lets me search my deck for Goku's lineage with swap, energy cost 5 less, and add to my hand. So we got 4 Bardock the Progenitor, and 3 Adopt His Father, Son Gohan. These are our 1-drop swaps. He can get an attack off, but he costs you a life. So early game, you want to play as many of them as you can, but after you get on the 4, you want to start using the Adopted Father so you don't take too much of your life. And the main card of the deck, Scrambling Assault Son Goten. It's probably one of the best cards in the game right now. When you attack with it, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you get a card added to your hand. So every time he attacks, you're getting an extra card. So this is a card that I want to untap at the end of my turn. Every time, like turn 1, I want to bring them out if possible, and turn 2, I want to have untap 2 of them with the leader, so I can get like 4 card draws off. And man, if you just do it like 3, 4, 5 times, you're just gonna amass so many cards and your opponent won't be able to keep up. I got 3 Dependable Dynasty Son Goku. You might think this is a weird card choice, but I have it in here for swap 3. It can swap into the 3 drops Goku lineage in this deck, and it's got 15,000 power, so it can hit an opponent's leader without having to combo up like the Goten. And it's cool in this deck because you can swing with this and untap at the end of your turn with Galactic Emperor Frieza. So you can use it next turn to swap, even though you attacked with it this turn. So he is going to be swapping into Power Charge Bardock. It's a 3-drop Saiyan, so you can bring it out with Shigesh for free. And it's Bardock, that's really relevant. And when it attacks, you can draw a card, up to 1 card. And if you don't draw any cards, it gains double strike. So this can be a way to close out the game and a way to gain advantage during the mid game. This is a good one to untap with Frieza as well. And this Goku can also swap into Ultimate Potential Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan. I only run 2 of them. I only have 2. I might run 2 more if I had more, but I don't. But he's got the ability to KO an opponent's rest mode battle card when he comes out. You can bring it out with Shigesh as well to completely end the combat. It's really good against decks as they go all in, and you can just completely shut them down. So you can come out with this Goku here and Shigesh. I typically don't hard cast him. And he has swap for it. He can swap into Discover Dynasty Son Gohan. When you swap into this card, you draw 2 cards, and he's got barrier. So he's hard to deal with. And if you use Shigesh to bring him out, then you just use 2 energy to draw 2 cards and get 20,000 body out. That's really good. And Bardock, Will of Iron. When you combo with him, you can evolve him on a Bardock. Mostly you're gonna evolve him on him, but you can't evolve him on him. It's just a 1 mana, 1 energy, 20,000 double strike blocker that you can untap at the end of the turn with your leader or Planet Vegeta. So why not include it in here? Alright, so moving on to some support cards. For Master Roshi, Forge of Will, it's a negate, 1 energy, and it comes out so you can use it twice. And I did have Unbreakable Son Goku in here the first time I played it, but it kept clogging my hand because you can't put in energy because it's red, and then you might not want to use that energy on that card. You might want to use it on Nimbus, so I replaced it with Roshi. And being a negate, it can stop an opponent's from being able to combo, so like they won't be able to use Unyielding Chunks and Senzu Bean to complete their turn. 3 flying Nimbus, really important card for all the aggro decks right now, because it can slow their turn down to only 1 attack with a battle card. 3 Planet Vegeta, because it can get every battle card in the deck except for Master Roshi and Scientist Fu. And it untaps the Bardock. Will of Iron at the end of the turn. You want to play this on turn 1 most of the time. 14, because free blockers are awesome. And then 2 Scientist Fu as a way to close the game out. 1 energy, 25, triple strike, double strike, and you draw 2 cards. So the point of this deck, you just want to get a lot of value out of your cards. This play is it's like a fair version of the blue-yellow decks. Like, you don't get Unyielding Chunks, and you don't run Bean in here, but you can still get a lot of attacks off with Bardock and Goten, especially since you're untapping them at the end of the turn. So you're gonna have them out there, because not a lot of people are running removal, so you're gonna get multiple attacks off of them. Alright, so that's the main board. I do have a sideboard for this deck, but since it's still like a rogue deck, I don't really have a really competitive sideboard, just cards that I thought would fit in here or be good against certain matchups. So 2 Ox King, just to troll, because it gives pretty much everything in the deck barrier, especially if you get 2 of them out. 3 Explosive Boy Young Goku, because he can come out with Shigesh and blow something up, and he's got barrier and blocker. So he can blow up a card to stop a combat and stop another attack with a block. And he untaps at the end of the turn too by himself, so I can swing with him, try to take something out like a Videl or Goten, and still be able to block with him. So that's really cool. 3 Preface of Recovery. You want to bring this in against the slower decks so you can get more value out of your Shigesh. You bring him out and untap 2 energy, and you can just do whatever you want with that. You can, play more cards on your turn or leave it open for your opponent's turn. We got 2 Further Intercession Champa for some more double strike, because we ain't got that. We need some of that. And 2 more of these Discover Dynasty Son Gohan, and bring in against Super Saiyan 3, so you can draw more cards against him. This comes in against Super Saiyan 3 as well, Trunks Power, Overseeing Time, so you can get your Shigesh back. I think that's better than Scientist Fu, against Super Saiyan 3. And then 1 more Cobra Rush against, Chantai Zeno. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, that's the sideboard. So give this deck a try if you like Galactic Frieza as much as I do. And thank you guys for watching. See you next time.